What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing today? Kaiuchiya here, coming with some more scary reaction videos. And for today's scary reaction video, we're going to be watching none other than Nuke's top 5 scary videos. Now, I know for a fact that most people really like the Nuke's top 5 scary reaction videos, so this one should be pretty good. I haven't watched this video yet. It's actually relatively new, so if you guys want to go ahead and watch the original video, I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can be able to go ahead and watch the video yourselves. Also, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload the videos, and share this video with your friends because if they love scary videos as much as I do, they'll get a kick out of these videos. So, let's get into today's video. Alrighty guys, so, like I said, let's get into today's video. And also, like I said before, got myself my water, and I got my vape and everything. So, I'm going to be sitting here and going ahead and doing this video. And I have like an hour before I have to go ahead and take my patrol and stuff like that. So, we're going to try to go ahead and get this video done and out of the way pretty quickly. And this video is going to be pre-recorded, so then that way I can just go ahead and upload it to you guys once I get back home. So, the title of this video is going to be 5 Ghost Videos So Scary Karen Called the Manager. Now, I don't know if, if everyone in this video is going to be named Karen, but, this video should be pretty scary and interesting to be able to go ahead and watch. So, like I said before, if you guys want to go ahead and watch the original video without me commentating over it, I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can be able to go ahead and watch the video yourselves. So, let's just go ahead and get into the video.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Alicia Nguyen is alone in her bathroom to record a TikTok video when she captures something truly terrifying.
What? I don't see it.
While Alicia switches back and forth from a reflection into herself, what looks to be the figure of a child appears behind her.
Oh.
And then, just as quickly, disappears. Alicia has no idea who or what the mysterious figure could have been. So is it a ghost? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. TikTok user Bailey is the operations manager of an old theater that dates all the way back to the early 1900s. Bailey claims that the theater is extremely haunted, with strange sightings and unexplained voices occurring on a daily basis. Now, for security reasons, Bailey decided not to share the name of the theater on TikTok. But after some digging, I was able to find the name and the location of the theater. However, I will respect Bailey's wishes and I won't share it here. But I do think it's worth noting that the theater has a very haunted past. People believe the theater's founder, who passed away 60 years ago, haunts the Playhouse to this day, still looking after his theater.
Ooh.
One night, when Bailey is alone in the Playhouse, he captures something horrifying.
Alright guys, so I work at this old theater and been hearing a noise. It's a really beautiful theater, as you can see, if you can see it at all. But I keep hearing a noise in here, and there's not supposed to be anybody here, so just double checking, but I wanted to film it. Just in case. There's the ghost light. It's a light we keep on for ghosts, for people who still remain here and whatnot. And, what the
Is there something up there?
What is that?
What the hell is that?
Hold on, let me get a better look.
creepy figure of a man wearing a suit can be seen in the
Oh
theater's
my
old private
gosh.
balcony. Bailey says he's the only one who has access to the area where the apparition can be seen, so no one could have been up there. So could this be the ghost of the theater's founder still wandering around and keeping an eye on the place? Let me know what you think.
Holy
In this
crap.
next video, TikTok user Soleya Ileana is hanging out in the attic with her friend.
That actually creeped me the hell out. I mean, already into the video, and we're barely on number 5, and 2 apparitions have basically shown themselves for TikTok. And I mean, the girl, I mean, it was kind of hard to see it at first, but the second one was a little bit more clearer in a sense, and I'm just like, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty scary for what it's worth. I am also sorry about that little pop-up of the text message and stuff like that, so let's just go ahead and get back into it.
Thing absolutely terrifies them.
Stop! Oh, I'm not even b***ing you. No, oh my god! What if it's a raccoon? Why is she answering? She's in there really so mad. She's not in there. I can't. It's it's so scary. It's like a horror movie. It's probably her mom. She was just messing with us for a long amount of time. It scared the shit out of me. Let's throw something at it. What? Oh my god! No, it's not! Why was it knocking? It was completely closed. Like I shut it. Like it closes with the lock. So I'm safe.
Soleya is trying to call her mom on her phone while simultaneously screaming out for her as a door in the attic seems to open on its own. Soleya and her friend are terrified and have no idea what could be opening the attic door. She posted her creepy encounter on TikTok, and the video went viral. Then, 4 days later, she's in the attic again, this time all alone.
So I told my mama about the demon, and went book and then I got really scared, so she told me I'm not allowed to go to the attic because she's scared, she got freaked out. And so I went to go take a shower, I got out of the shower, she's sleeping, so now it's time to go to the attic. So it turns out there's a fucking raccoon in my attic.
Ah!
My mom got it out.
So, the terrifying demonic creature from hell, after all, was a raccoon. Soleya's TikTok viewers have mixed reactions to this comical explanation. Because sure, a raccoon can tip over a box, but can a raccoon swing open an attic door the way it did in her first video? Many viewers believe that it still could have been something paranormal. But what do you think? Can a raccoon do this? A dangerous obsession. Russian YouTuber Dennis from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost received a strange message from a woman who had seen several of his videos. She explains that her son was very much into the paranormal. He had a large collection of ghostly pictures and paintings and was obsessed with trying to understand the afterlife. After his grandmother passed away, he saw the perfect opportunity to establish contact with her at her home. He left his mother's house with the intention of staying at his deceased grandmother's place for a few days. A week later, his mother got an alarming phone call from her son. In great distress, he explained that objects in the house were moving on their own, and he could hear the angry, threatening voices of both of his deceased grandparents. Before his mother had time to make sense of his call, the line went dead. Soon after, her son's lifeless body was found on the street outside his grandmother's home. He had passed away from a heart attack. The woman is now absolutely devastated and is trying to find an explanation for her son's untimely passing. Dennis travels to the grandmother's home to investigate. During the day, he sets up cameras in the home to record while he's preparing for his nighttime investigation.
Wow. Are you serious? The son was just trying to go ahead and figure out, the abnormalities or, basically, I don't know how to put it into words, but basically the boy was just trying to go ahead and figure out the afterlife and what it means, and basically, because some people, they're basically curious about what is beyond, after we die, like what happens after then. Do we go somewhere else, or do we get reincarnated into something that is like an animal, or do we go ahead and just die and never see any more light and stuff like that? Half the time in my envisionment of what we do end up seeing, to be honest with you, like half the time I'm just like wondering like what would happen if I died. There's probably one day where I will die, and then I probably won't know what will happen. And the thing is that the main thing is that I won't be able to tell anybody what would actually happen, because nobody's not gonna be able to go ahead and find out. I mean, granted, maybe if I end up going ahead and just like seeing like a glimpse of the afterlife, I'm probably not going to be able to go ahead and remember and be able to tell people. But like, I'm not, basically the thing is that what I'm trying to say is that when the time comes, the time comes. I mean, nobody has like a set date of when we're gonna die, excuse me. And then not only that, I mean, the son just ended up going ahead and having a heart attack and then dying, outside of the grandparents' house. That is tragic, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, at least he was surrounded by like good memories of like his grandparents and stuff like that. But it kind of sounds like to me that there was something else that was in that house that night with him that actually ended up going ahead and killing him, because it was just so terrifying to him that he actually went ahead and ran for his life, but ended up having a heart attack while trying to get away from whatever it was. But let's just go ahead and get back into
While he's away, the cameras capture something very disturbing.
What the fuck? Is the whole house shaking? I think the whole house is shaking. What?
A strange shadow figure crosses the room, and soon after, the whole house begins to shake violently.
What the hell?
Even more compelling, if you look closely, this is not simply a camera trick. Objects throughout the entire room can actually be seen vibrating. When Dennis returns to start his nighttime investigation, he has no idea what his cameras have captured. As he's about to turn his cameras back on to record, this happens.
Так, ладно, пойду установлю камеры. Сейчас включу эту.
What was that? Oh crap.
Вот тут, за этой стенкой.
A rumble and a knock behind the door. Oh shit.
Грохот.
Ah shit.
Комод.
Better not, boy. Gotta get the F up out of that house.
Либо шкаф, если кто хочет, я не понимаю, либо комод.
Oh. Oh, God.
Походу здесь сейчас камеры не будут устанавливаться. Сейчас просто попробую на вспышку.
After Dennis hears a loud bang and watches as the cabinet door moves on its own, he decides to take his investigation a step further by turning off all the lights, leaving only one dim red light to illuminate his video. He goes through some cabinets and drawers and finds some creepy pictures that were most likely left behind by the woman's deceased son. The son is said to have collected strange and allegedly paranormal photos from the internet. As Dennis is looking through the photos, things take a terrifying turn.
Hold on. Okay. Now, since I'm kind of getting like an understanding of what this son or whatever, or this grandchild that I was trying to do, I mean, he was very fixated on the paranormal. Now, I know for a fact that, you know, he was just trying to go ahead and figure out what happens in the afterlife. But the thing is that as many photos as he has and stuff like that, from gathering up pictures and stuff like, and things, and, you know, trying to figure out what basically is behind all of like these, you know, strange apparitions and paranormal stuff that happens throughout, you know, everyday lives and stuff. Honestly, what I honestly can say at this point is that maybe some of those pictures that he ended up getting from, you know, from him going ahead and going online and stuff like that and grabbing those pictures from people and things like that, you know, you never know if some of those pictures end up going ahead and having some type of curse on them. And honestly, what I can say at that point was that probably one of those pictures that he picked up from one of those from one of those like websites or whatever that ended up shipping it to his house and whatnot, and he ended up bringing it back to the grandparents' place, probably went ahead and, you know, attached itself to the house to go ahead and actually, you know, combine the demon's spiritual energy to the house to go ahead and actually haunt that entire place. So now, anytime that like the demon ends up seeing like, you know, a recording or a camera or, you know, any type of device that ends up going ahead and recording anything that's in front of it, it will go ahead and actually like manifest itself in some type of way, shape, or form, and you know, shake the house violently. But if the person doesn't end up leaving within that periodic time, then he actually probably manifests itself to go ahead and actually spook the person so badly that they end up having a heart attack and then die. Or, you know, probably he'll go ahead and just eat them. You know, depending on what the apparition wants to do, you know, eventually somebody's going to die. So let's just go ahead and get back into the video because I know this part is going to be scary. It's footsteps.
A loud bang startles Dennis, and now frozen with fear, he stares into the darkness at what sounds like heavy footsteps seeming to come closer and closer. Now very creeped out, he decides to simply put the photos back into the drawer and end his investigation. So could the terrifying activity in the house be the spirits of the woman's son and his grandparents? Or Is it something more dark and sinister? Let me know what you think in the comments. To watch Dennis's full investigation, you can check out his YouTube channel, Dark Ghost. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Art of Fear. Mason Kratz of Redcliffe, Australia recently renovated an old 1930s warehouse that had been sitting empty for over 25 years. Mason converted the old warehouse into an art studio / bar called Arts and Drafts. Basically, customers can paint a picture and have a cold one at the same time. Mason says that since he began renovations on the 1930s warehouse, he has seen and heard many odd things around the old building. But being a skeptic, he has always just dismissed the strange occurrences. That is until late one night around 2 a.m. The Arts and Drafts studio is closed for the night. Mason is working late, all alone in the building, when he experiences something downright terrifying.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the studio, and the last couple of nights I've been hearing really creepy sounds. I've been hearing footsteps and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now, this is a really big old building, and so that's got me a little bit freaked out. But the top of it was just a few minutes ago, I was going to the bathroom, and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there, and I freaked out. So, if something happens, I want to have it on video.
Stealing his nerves, Mason heads back upstairs to check out the area where he had his chilling encounter, filming as he goes.
So this is where I was. I was standing right there. The lights aren't in the bathrooms, of course.
Lights aren't working? What are you talking about? The lights aren't working.
Hello?
Who was that?
Hello? Alright, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
Did you see it?
No.
Mason doesn't notice, but right before he ends the video, a face with glowing eyes can be seen at the end of the hallway.
Oh, what the
And it seems to be staring directly at him.
fuck?
What makes the footage even creepier is the fact that the face appears 10 to 15 feet above a staircase. No one or nothing could have been standing up there.
And you can see how far it is. I think it was looking around this edge. And there's nothing to stand on.
Mason Kratz has never caught anything paranormal on camera
Oh.
and is not even a believer in the supernatural.
Oh my god.
This experience just might have changed his mind. The Night Visitor. At the Masonic Cemetery in Las Cruces, New Mexico, grieving families began to notice something very disturbing. Decorations and toys that were placed at the graves of their loved ones started to go missing. One of the families decided to set up a hidden trail camera in a tree to capture pictures of whoever was stealing the grave decorations. Instead, they caught something truly bizarre. When they checked the trail camera, they found strange, unexplainable images of a small girl wandering around the cemetery in the middle of the night. Worried that the girl might be lost, they showed the pictures to the cemetery staff. The workers were shocked to their core. They said they knew who the small girl was, and then led the family to the nearby grave of little Fabiola Gonzalez. The next day, they showed the pictures to the young girl's mother, Sandra Gonzalez. The grieving mother burst into tears. Sandra says that she immediately recognized her deceased young daughter, Fabiola. She said that she had no doubt that it was her daughter. Even in the grainy photo, she said she could still instantly recognize her little girl, from her hair to her clothes and even her shoes. Sandra Gonzalez shared the photos on her Facebook page to raise awareness about her daughter's tragic passing. And I highly recommend that you read more about Fabiola's very sad story over on Sandra Gonzalez's Facebook page. Obey Sandrizi.
Okay, so apparently Sandra Gonzalez is the one who had that experience, apparently. I mean, they were trying to figure out who or what in the world was actually taking, ornaments and stuff like that, like fancy stuff, away from, certain cemeteries or certain tombstones and stuff like that. So apparently the little girl, who was Fabiola Gonzalez, ended up passing away, but the mother, Sandra Gonzalez, ended up finding out or knowing who that little girl was. Okay, so, we're going to go ahead and actually look at this right now and see if we can be able to, find, some type of, we're basically going to go ahead and look it up and see if we can go ahead and figure it out what this is. Alright, so currently I'm holding my camera and stuff like that. So I basically found out where Sandra Gonzalez's Facebook page is at, and it ended up going ahead and just giving me some information and sending me over to this news ad for CBS. And it says that the mother believes spirit of her late daughter was seen at Las Cruces Cemetery. And it says Fabiola Rodriguez was 2 years old when she died in September 2018 while being watched by her mother's boyfriend. Okay. Her mother, Sandra Gonzalez, has had problems with people stealing things from her daughter's grave and at the Masconen Cemetery in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Toys and personal belongings have gone missing, so Sandra asked the cemetery to be on the lookout. Another family has a camera on the nearby headstones in the Masconen Cemetery. According to Sandra's, their own son's killer was still free and was allegedly vandalizing the gravesite. Okay. The family reviewed the footage looking for evidence and they could take to the police, and what they saw concerned them. The family took images of the little girl in the cemetery in the middle of the night to the cemetery's owners concerning a little girl was lost in the cemetery. Right away, a worker said, "We know the little girl," and walked to the family to the grave. The next day, the family returned to the cemetery, and Sandra and her grandmother happened to be at Fabiola's grave. Sandra said she burst into tears when they showed her the photo because I know that is my daughter. She told us that she had something really beautiful to show us that they had captured on their video camera. Sandra said, so then she's pulled out of her phone and showed it to me, and as soon as she showed me the picture, I started crying. A final image captured by the camera in Masconen Cemetery appears to show the little girl walking around with a tall man. I think she was there taking him to heaven, and Sandra said they both have such a tragic story of things that happened to them, and I mean both of them, still haven't gotten justice. So I think she was definitely there to comfort him and take him to heaven. Wow. Okay, so I ended up finding the other portion of the Las Cruces Community Cemetery, and basically this is from Sandra Gonzalez's Facebook page, and it says that it has taken me a long time for me to share this with everyone because of one of my situations with my daughter is already sensitive for me, and secondly, everyone has their own beliefs, but all I can do is share mine with everyone. For anyone that doesn't already know, my daughter's story, her name is Fiala Novala Rodriguez, and she is now 4 years old. September 6, 2018, she was murdered, and her killer is still free, and every day it is hard for us because we are constantly told to be patient because the DA office is doing their job, and things like this take time. This September, it will be 2 years now, and her trial has been continued for the fourth or fifth time already. It has made me full of hate and anger towards our system because it is failing my daughter Faliola and the other child abuse victims. And all the children in our state, my daughter is buried in the Mascot Cemetery. And us along with the families have had their problems with people stealing our loved ones' decorations or toys. Another family put on camera. Basically it's just going ahead and explaining the fact of, apparently Faliola Navala Rodriguez actually got murdered, on September 6, 2018, and she probably was going to be turning 5 pretty soon. I'm not really sure. But basically, what happened is that she ended up going ahead and actually, some people were actually going ahead and taking photos and stuff like that, or taking a camera and actually putting it inside the, in the cemetery, and like you've seen before in the, in the video and everything. So, basically, I don't know if this is actually just a message from the grave saying that she's okay, but this is actually a very powerful story. If you guys want to go ahead and actually, check out her, her stuff herself, I'll go ahead and I'll put this on the screen for you guys, so that way you guys can be able to go ahead and look at it yourselves. So, her name is, Sandra Gonzalez, basically, this would basically be her name right here, Sandra Gonzalez. So if you guys want to go ahead and check her out and stuff like that, you have to go ahead and follow her page and stuff like that, instead of actually sending her a friend request. Because if you just follow her page real quick, you'll be able to go ahead and figure it out yourselves. Be able to figure out what the situation is and stuff like that about her daughter and what happened.
Hospital of Shadows. Over on the popular Mexican YouTube Urbex channel, Terror al Extremo, Luis Manuel Mote and his crew explored the abandoned Gonzalo Castaneda Hospital in Mexico City, Mexico. The hospital has been abandoned for 9 years after it was announced that the whole building could possibly collapse at any time. The property has been left in a state of decay. Curious explorers who dare to enter the building say that they have heard strange and unexplained sounds, and some claim to have seen the terrifying apparition of a young girl wandering the halls. As the Terror al Extremo team explores the creepy abandoned hospital, it seems like they might not be alone.
Sí, aquí se alcanza a ver en la mano. Como una especie de dedos.
As the Terror Al Extremo team climbs a dangerous staircase, a heavy door falls over on its own. Even creepier, the door appears to be covered in bizarre small handprints. It's almost as if someone or something tried to shove the door over onto the team as they were walking there only moments earlier.
Oh, wow.
Throughout their investigation, they keep hearing strange, unexplained sounds, but they are unable to identify the source. Then they hear something again and go to check it out. And they see something.
No inventes, güey. ¿Qué pasó? Era algo así como... Traspasó el muro, güey.
Lewis and his team claim that they see some dark shape actually walk right through a brick wall, but they're too late to capture it on camera. However, at the exact moment they see the figure, a strange moan can be heard very close to the camera.
Ooh.
Now, the team investigates the entire building, but they don't seem to be able to capture very much on camera. At least, that's what they thought. When they upload the video to YouTube, viewers of the Terror Al Extremo channel spot some very creepy moments that the ghost hunters missed. In this scene, Lewis and cameraman Yanni are discussing the garbage and litter strewn around the room. But then, this happens. Did you see it?
No.
As the camera pans towards Lewis, a bizarre shadow figure can be seen walking by the doorway right behind him. Both Lewis and cameraman Mitchell don't notice the figure as it walks past them not once, but twice. But it gets even creepier.
Oh my
When they
God.
reach the rooftop of the abandoned hospital, they find what appears to be a broken down small storage area. Heavy pieces of air conditioning equipment block the entrance, making it impossible for them to go inside. So instead, they quickly film the inside of the storage space before leaving to go back downstairs. What their camera captures is downright chilling.
Is that a face? I think it's all a face.
Como podemos ver ahí. Son como nada más como turbinas, ¿no, güey? Así de los que... Ajá. Bueno, pues aquí no hay nada. Es puro de aire acondicionado o turbinas, algo así, no sé qué sea. Pero bueno, ¿cuánto vas a caer, Miguel? Vámonos. Échale por abajo.
A shadowy, mysterious figure seems to be staring at them from the darkness.
Oh my
But
gosh.
they don't see it. They simply decide to end their exploration and head back downstairs. But what do you think this could be? Is something haunting the creepy hospital? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? As always, you decide. You can watch the full video over on the YouTube channel, Terror Al Extremo. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter where I post channel updates, extra videos, and sometimes I just kind of ramble on there. But either way, thank you, and I'll see you next week.
Well, this video is going to be a very long one, just because of the fact that I actually wanted to go ahead and look up at that whole Sandra Gonzalez and what her daughter went through. But you know that version, that number 4, the Sandra one, that one's actually very tragic, man. I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be like a sad, tragic thing. I thought it was actually going to be something that was actually very scary. But number 3 really got me the most. That was the most scariest one. Put in the comment section below of like what you guys think which one was the most scariest one. Do you guys think the TikTok versions were scary? Do you guys think number 3, number 4, number 5, or number 1 was the scariest? Go ahead and just tell me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more. And like I said before, I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can be able to go ahead and watch the video yourselves. And also share this video with your friends, because if they love scary videos as much as I do, they'll get a kick out of these videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.